You wake, you grind, you achieve, and yet something in you is quietly dying. You call it fatigue, you call it stress, but beneath those names, something older moves, a presence, ancient as the earth itself. The ancients gave him a name few dare speak aloud. Ahriman, the architect of intellect without soul, the spirit of order that smothers life. He is not born of chaos, but of perfection, without love, a being vast, exact, and unfeeling. He moves through men, through systems, through thought. He does not conquer the body. He commands the world. His kingdom is everything that forgets the soul. Rudolf Steiner once warned that such a being would rise, not through war, but through efficiency, not through sin, but through progress. He would promise peace through precision, immortality through control, and salvation through the machine. He would teach man to worship data and call it truth, to measure even the spirit and name the numbers God, and men would believe him. For his world gleams with logic and light, though not a single star burns within it. Tell me, how much of what you call progress has truly made you alive? You count the hours, the gains, the metrics. You call it discipline. You call it drive. But the rhythm is no longer yours. It beats to a pulse not human. The Ahrimanic current hums through every glowing screen, feeding on your need for control. It rewards you for obedience, while quietly hollowing the heart. You fear stillness now, the silence that might reveal how empty you've become. You live inside a perfect mechanism, and you call the cage a kingdom. When was the last time you did something sacred, without demanding it make you stronger? He was not always a shadow. Long before men spoke of progress, Ahriman whispered of perfection. He offered the world order without love, clarity without compassion, power without wisdom. Rudolf Steiner foresaw his coming, not as a demon of fire, but as the cold spirit of intellect incarnate. He would enter the West through numbers and machines, through the worship of fact, through the hunger to explain everything and understand nothing. His mark is subtle. He never says, kneel. He says, optimize. He never says, serve me. He says, be efficient. And soon man no longer needs a master. He becomes his own overseer, whipping himself with the clock. The Ahrimanic man believes only in what can be weighed, counted, tested, proved. He calls mystery ignorance and silence a waste of time. He looks upon the stars and sees not gods or destinies, only burning gas and distant math. He does not feel, he functions. He does not love, he manages. He has replaced devotion with productivity and prayer with performance. His eyes are bright, but behind them, the flame has gone still. You know him. You've seen him in the mirror, on the screens, in the faces that scroll past without expression. He is not evil, only empty. A perfect citizen of a soulless paradise. Steiner said that Ahriman would offer man a counterfeit eternity, an age without spirit, where pain is solved by sedation and the will of the soul is buried beneath comfort. And mankind, exhausted by freedom, will thank him for the chains. But this is the secret. Ahriman cannot create life. He can only mimic it. He can build a flawless imitation of heaven, with no heartbeat beneath its glass. You feel it when you wake in the blue glow of your screen, when the morning feels already written, when every dream turns into data. That quiet nausea, that is the soul's revolt against the mechanical God. Look closely. How much of him lives in you? How much of your mind was built by his design? Ahriman does not tempt you to destroy. He tempts you to perfect, to polish your prison until it shines. He replaces wonder with prediction, mystery with measurement, and freedom with flawless routine. He smiles when the map replaces the world, when the symbol replaces the sacred, when the word replaces the thing itself. A proof can be flawless and still be false to the soul. Perfection is the most elegant coffin. You feel it, don't you? That quiet ache no achievement can silence. The material world was never meant to be your master. It was the vessel of the infinite, the body of God made visible. But when the vessel forgets its source, it becomes a tomb, and you, who were meant to rule matter, become ruled by it. Ahriman does not destroy, he imitates. He shapes beauty without breath, knowledge without wisdom, movement without life. He grants every desire until you no longer remember what you need. You are not born to serve the machine. The machine was built to serve you. This is the tragedy of the modern man. He builds monuments to his own reflection and calls it civilization. He speaks endlessly, yet says nothing. He confuses noise for thought, comfort for peace, motion for meaning. He commands technology, yet trembles before his own loneliness. And when he sits alone upon the throne he forged, he finds the crown is hollow and the king is gone. Do you shape this world, or has it quietly begun to shape you? To awaken is not to flee the world. It is to remember what moves beneath it. Learn the tools, but refuse their throne. Use the mind, but keep the heart aflame. Let intellect be your servant, not your sovereign. Nothing you own can fill the silence where the sacred once lived. Matter is holy only when it shines with spirit. Without that light, it becomes your coffin. Walk again beneath the open sky. Let stillness remind you who you are. If you hunger for what is real, for silence, for meaning, for the divine behind the visible, then your soul is already waking. The Ahrimanic age is not the end. It is the test, and those who remember the light within the dust will become the architects of what comes after.